I know a lot of his story, and there's been ups and downs in his world and his life, but this guy he's not a quitter, and he's outgoing and boisterous. And some of you think that he's just outgoing, he's boisterous, but man, he's got a big teddy bear heart. I know him probably better than most of you, and he means so well, and he just wants people to do well. But he's a competitor, guys. He wants to win. He wants to win mostly for his kids and his family. You talk to him, what his passion is the most. It's his kids. It's winning for his family. It's winning for them. And so I love and respect that. So Hernan, it's always been awesome working with you, and thank you for adding a new dynamic to the team with the social media, the marketing, the videos. But executive director guy, shareholder, and platinum legacy holder. He's building a monster dynasty, guys, with a huge team. A lot of the big leaders you see in Simon's organization, others are part of their organization. Annie and Hernan are business partners. And Hernan, to talk a bit about where you're at, what people can expect, but also a bit about maybe you, because everyone sees you as this sort of maybe invincible individual, but I know that behind the scenes you've struggled like anybody else. So with that, Hernan, I'm going to turn it over to you, brother. Take it away, my friend.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Darren, for that introduction. And I just noticed that you wrote Rodriguez with a Q. It's G. G for gangster.
That wasn't me.
Rodriguez.
That wasn't me. I'll correct it though. My apologies.
Awesome. No problem. Just remember
I'll do it right now.
with G. Okay.
I
Sounds
will.
good.
I will.
Thank you so much. And so I thank everyone for being here, and R.E.O.S especially because it's our hierarchy. And then of course I'm here from Icebreakers and Rompehielos to share with you some of my story and a few of the things as well that I believe you can do if you decide to do. First of all, I want to make a clarification between motivation, influence, and inspiration. So a lot of people use the word motivation very freely everywhere. And I don't believe I can motivate anyone, and no one can motivate anyone else. They can inspire you, they can influence, but true motivation is internal, is what drives you. So true motivation is internal, and our focus has to be external. Okay, so internal motivation, external focus to help those other individuals that we need to help in order to achieve our own goals. So now that I clarify that, I want to say that I get inspired by many of you, and of course, my team members. Okay. And I thank you all for that. Darren, we have a few people with a microphone open. Can someone mute them, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So about my story, why did I came to build to Experior and why Experior? Just like Darren mentioned, I had ups and downs like we all do because we all are humans. I've been self-employed all my life. And I had a lot of wins and a lot of losses, okay? I don't want to bore you with all of those, but I'm going to share with you a little bit of my life quickly. I was lucky to have a very good upbringing with my parents. They are studied individuals. Both of them are Mexican. I grew up in Mexico. And my parents having an example for me of hard work. And that is something that I am always thankful for them. But I gotta say where we are different, okay? I don't want you to think I'm devilish, but they are better people than me because they always put the people first, as they were university professors. And, they were always working in different programs for the people. I am more of an entrepreneur, okay? So I'm saying that because what I'm going to be sharing with you, and Darren, I'm going to start my timer. I'm going to reduce 3 minutes so that I don't go over time. Okay.
Thanks, brother.
You're welcome. So we have to treat this. We have to treat this as a business. We don't have to treat it as a hobby because it's a real opportunity. Okay. We can see the success of many of you and many of our leaders, such as Darren and Stephanie, what Maura and Frank are doing. So there is nothing else to prove here. People are achieving success. Okay, so we have to treat it as a hobby. Sorry, as a business, not as a hobby. Okay, and by doing that, your business is gonna grow. You obviously must know your whys. You must know everything that motivates you to do this. For me, was to enter in an opportunity, okay, a true opportunity that is at the pioneering stages. That is so difficult to find. It's a once in a lifetime, and something that is 100% also legitimate and regulated is even more difficult to find. So I want you all to embrace the opportunity and know that if we miss the timing, you're going to be missing out on a huge opportunity. That's the reason I came to Experior, because I had a lot of success and failures, okay? But when I had my successes in other industries, I was making a lot of money, but that was more transactional, okay? And as I was younger and I also was not as mature, hopefully I'm more mature now. Sometimes I question that as well, but that's fine, okay? I used to make a lot of money per transaction. And then as that was bringing me so much stress, I was obviously, bringing the party factor into my life and spending a lot of money, and thinking, oh, I'm going to make a lot of money in my next deal. So it was always making a lot, spending a lot, making a lot, spending a lot. I obviously, of course, always took care of my family, but there was not a sustainable business model. And so when you see my numbers, and it's something that I spoke with Darren about, okay, and he recommended that I share this with you. I came here to build, okay? I came here to build. I didn't came to Experior to produce, because if I was looking for a higher compensation, I am in Canada. For those who don't know where I am, I'm in Canada. I had a higher contract with another company, and I was also able to represent multiple carriers, and the book was mine, but I couldn't build teams. And that is something that to me is super powerful, to build teams, because at the peak of COVID, when everything came down, and I was helping other advisors, digitalize their book of business and bringing a lot more production into their books. No one wanted to share books any longer, and I left this industry for so many years. Okay, so that's when I said, hey, I need to go back to a builder system. I either go back to a builder system or I become again a high ticket closer. Okay, so it was one of the two. But here, what I want you to remember, and the speaker before me, I forgot his name, just said, do not quit. Do not quit, okay? Because we have such a great opportunity. You must maintain what is called a sustained effort. Sustained effort. Because the snowball effect is going to kick in. It's not if it will kick in or not. It will kick in as long as you continue that sustained effort, okay? So remember your vision and your mission of why you came here. And again, not everyone has crazy, huge goals on building massive teams, but for the ones of you who have it, you can do it. Darren also mentioned that my biggest motivation are my children, and he's right. But I am also, an individual who likes to live this life to the fullest, because we only live once. At least that's what I think, okay? So I also like to live really, really well. And, some people might say you're too materialistic. When I can't, I adapt, because I had many ups and downs, almost bankrupt 3 times and 3 times making millions. So, but I try not to adjust my living standards to my income. I try always to increase my income to my living standards. And so, yes, my motivation are my children, but while I do that, and I leave them that legacy, I want to live in full luxury. I'm letting you know, okay? So that's just me. That's not you, but that's me, okay? So treat this again as a business, not as a hobby. The other thing is, believe what we have, study it. If you haven't believed it, okay, yeah, like if you don't know it, because actually believe is just a knowledge. It's like faith. Faith in something you never seen. That's what believe is. When you know, you know. It's different than believing. So do you study if you need to do it? Or just believe your leaders and believe Jamie when we tell you that we have the best system for both personal producers and also team builders, okay? We have both. And so once you know that and you believe in the system, even though you might doubt yourself, you're gonna be able to present to anyone. It doesn't matter how successful they are and in which industry they have been. Once you know that you have the goods, okay, put it in your brain, program yourself. We have the goods, we have what everyone wants in this industry. Now, not everyone is made for this industry, but for those who are in this industry, we have everything that they have been dreaming about. Look for runners, okay? So once you attract people, some people in your team are gonna wanna go fast and they're gonna wanna go hard, okay? Of course, you don't wanna alienate anyone, but as a leader, you should put your time and give your time to those who really wanna run with the opportunity, okay? And we must also have an abundance mentality and not a scarcity mentality. If some people in your teams are still in the sleeper cell mode, that's fine. You know, you don't want to like force it on them. Just continue searching for more people because there is over 1 million licensed life insurance agents between the US and Canada. And so, again, you cannot motivate anyone. You can just influence them. Okay. So the way that you might wake up your team members is going to be by doing more yourself. Either go and produce more so that they can see it in the charts, or go and recruit more. So I wanted to, motivate, which we can, my team members to post more on social media. So what I did, I got influenced by Jose because he's a monster on posting in social media. And I said, hey, he's winning over me on posting, even though he's my teammate, and I'm so happy for him, right? And for me, obviously. But I said, I'm gonna go harder. And now I see that more people in the Icebreakers team are posting. And so that's what you do, you influence. I have still 8 minutes and 28 seconds, guys. I thought I already spoke for 20. So I'll continue a little bit if you are okay with this. And I'm gonna let you know that you should learn how to drive a V12. A V12, okay? This is a machine. We have here in Experior a Formula One race car, okay? See, if you put a person who doesn't know how to drive a race car in a F1 car, they're gonna destroy it. You cannot drive it at 30 kilometers per hour, 50 kilometers per hour, none of that, okay? So know that you are in an F1 vehicle and you need to know how to handle that vehicle in order to really take it to the next level. So I just want to inspire you with what I done because I left this industry for 17 years, okay? And I started with 0 licensed agents. Of course, the first licensed agent that I brought over is my key partner in business, Annie Curie. So as I brought her in, after that, we started building this completely online at the peak of COVID. And, we see a lot of other leaders. I see and I have respect for all of them and for all of you, okay? But I just want to let you know that you can collapse time frames, okay? And you are able to catch up and even pass people who have been in this business for so many years. I see that, thanks to the preference of the Icebreakers, I'm at the top 10 right now of most licensed agents in North America. But when I see everyone above me, maybe there's an exception, maybe one person there, but everyone else have been in this business 10 years, 20 years recruiting, including Darren, a lot of respect for Darren, Morrow, and everyone else that are above me there. But I go like, hey, if they could do it and they never left the industry and they already achieved it, any one of you who's new to this industry can do it. You can even do it faster than me. Okay, you can even do it faster than me. Just don't be a secret agent. Learn how to drive this V12 monster that we have. Partner up with the right people and promote. Also, my last thing, because I still have 5 minutes and 40 there, and I have a lot of content that I can do. It's like I'm in slow motion in my brain here, but also learn. Thank you. Learn to be a good fisherman or fisherwoman or fisher person. Okay, I know we're in 2024. So the way to do it, don't push people. Once you have someone interested out there, don't push them too much. Of course, you have to do the follow-up, but remember, with the abundance mentality, continue with others. Now, the moment that you feel that they are pulling, okay, is the time to reel them in fast. But if they want to run away, give them more line and let them run. And then what you immediately have to do is put more bait in the water. Just drop more bait out there in social media and everywhere, okay? Because others will come and they're gonna start biting, and some of them are gonna wanna just jump straight into your boat, okay? But just learn how to fish, pull at the right time, and give them line when they wanna run. So with that, Darren, I know that maybe you wanted me to go deeper into some of my own stories, but I leave that for another time. If there is any questions, I have 2 minutes here still. I believe I have 2 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes actually. So if you want to open up any microphones for the next 4 minutes, I can answer questions. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to share anything or answer anything.
Awesome. Yeah. Anyway, got a question. If you're shy, just type it in the chat box. If you want to just shout it out or raise your hand, you can hit the reaction button and then raise a hand if anyone's got a question they'd like to ask. I'll just say a couple things, Hernan, just about your business and how I've watched you. And you're right. I mean, you don't come from this industry. You don't have 20 years in it, but you have used technology. You've used video, social media. So guys, one thing that, I would tell you is that you can start anywhere and learn and grow. And so don't think you can't be good at social media. Don't think you can't be good at videos and posting. I think that's important to know that you can, definitely get yourself to that next level. You don't have to be a 6-figure earner to recruit a lot of people. I never was when I started, and most people weren't. And so, but when you become that, it's even more powerful and effective. Brenda, your hand came up briefly. Do you want to ask a question? I didn't want to ignore you there. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning. I just used to live next door to Puerto Rico in the British Virgin Islands, and so I'm quite interested in working in the Puerto Rican market, but I would need somebody to help me with the interpretation. So I'm just wondering if there are any Spanish speaking people that would help me with that.
We have a solution for you, Brenda. No worries. So first of
You're
all,
talking to the right guy.
I want to share with you that in Puerto Rico, most people are bilingual to start with.
That's true.
So you're not gonna have to go too much with others. If you wanna just do a post in English or even Spanish, you can just use a small translator. Now, if you need help and if it's okay with your upline, and also, of course, talk to Darren. My teammates, my business partners, they are Puerto Ricans and they already have people in the ground in Puerto Rico. So just talk to your executive director and to Darren, and if it is needed, they can organize a beam and we can help you grow Puerto Rico, as well as any other state in the USA and Canada as well, for sure.
Awesome.
Okay,
awesome.
That's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Brandon, who's your executive director?
Trevor Baker.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, we can definitely have a conversation. That's awesome. Right on. You're with a great,
Awesome.
great
We have
leadership.
1 minute and a half. If someone else wants to ask any questions at all.
I know, guys, we're a little behind time. That was not Hernan's fault or Bikram. It was the speakers prior. And even I started late, Hernan, because we were making announcements. So I got kicked off a bit behind time. So you were right on time and better. So thank you, Bikram, as well. Ugo was shorter too, so that was good. So and others, we're just catching up on some time here. So one more question. Anybody want to ask one more question? Hernan's team right now is right now the fastest growing team in our organization, and I think you're number one, number two in the entire company, Hernan. Probably number one.
Number two after Simon, which is part of the Icebreakers.
Yeah, but your overall team is.
Very soon we're gonna catch up to him as well. Now with the addition of Jose and others for sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, listen, Hernan, thank you so much. All our speakers, guys.
For more awesome content, like and subscribe now.
We are the Icebreakers team. Our team writes more business per licensed agent than any other Experior Financial Group team in both the US and Canada. We are also the fastest growing team within Experior Financial Group in both the USA and Canada. We have full modern training in English, Spanish, and French. For more information on how to power up your life insurance business through joining the Icebreakers Team of Champions, contact the person that sent you this video or scan the QR code. Thank you for watching and see you next time. If you are looking to run a more efficient and profitable business in financial services, scan the QR code now.